Hi everybody, Mark here from Dingle Cookery School. Today I'm going to make one of my favorites. Today it is a baked cheesecake, and it's just such a nicer cheesecake, I think personally, than the one that's set with gelatine. So what we have here, I'm just going to get this started first of all. I've got some full fat cream cheese there. Make sure it is full fat cream cheese, alright? We're going to just put that in there. I'm just going to turn the mixer on for a few seconds. It is going to be a little bit loud while we're just mixing it there. Just getting a little bit of air in there. If you don't have a mixer, you can easily do this one. You can easily do it with just a big bowl and a whisk. Now, while that's mixing for a second, and while it's mixing, I've already got my digestive biscuits. I put that on a pan with a little bit of melted butter. There's lemon zest and a little bit of sugar in there. And then I just popped it into the fridge. Once I smoothed it all out, I left it in there for about 10-15 minutes. Okay? Now what we're going to do is, alright, I'm just going to turn that guy off for a second. And you can see that even by whisking it just for that few minutes, it's giving it a little bit more air. I've got some brown castor sugar. Now if you can't find brown castor sugar, white castor sugar will work fine. Some corn flour and a pinch of salt. I'm just going to mix those guys together like that. I'm going to pop them in there, and we're just going to mix that around again. Okay, so just mix that there for a second. Yeah, so let that mix. Every now and then you will have to stop it. And just take a spatula. I'll just take it out so you can see it. Hopefully that doesn't fall down there. And all I'm doing here is just push it down from the sides. There we go. Just so that you're getting to mix all of that lovely mixture. Don't be tempted to have some of it. It's not ready yet. Okay? Now, in it goes again. And again, I just like using the mixer. We could have used a bowl with a little bit of this or something like that. Just going to give it a quick mix. There we go, it's all coming together. And don't worry, you're going to bring it together in a few moments anyway. Now, I'm going to take this off, get rid of the whisk attachment. And I'm just going to change over this guy. This is your paddle attachment. And that's just going to help to mix it rather than get more air in there. Now what I'm going to do is, I've got some lemon juice. Add in your lemon juice. We've got 2 eggs and 1 yolk. They're going to go in there. And then what I want to do is a little bit of vanilla. So just a small, tiny, whoops. There we go. A little bit in there. Don't put too much in. You just want just a nice little bit. But it does need the lemon juice. Lemon juice is very important because there's so much of that cheese, it just helps to cut through it. And there we go. Alright, I'm quite happy now that that's just mixed together. So we've got air in the beginning, there's no real sort of difficulty with any of this. Again, you could have just put that in a bowl and used a whisk and just a bit of elbow grease. Now, all I'm going to do here is we're finished with our mixer for now. Alright. So I'm just going to take that. What I have here now is sour cream, okay? So that's going to give it a nice sort of little bit of tanginess to it, right? So make sure you buy sour cream. It's not cream that you find in the back of your fridge that's gone sour. Just put that in there. There we go. Just get that last bit from that. Probably could have used a smaller spatula. Now, what I'm going to do here now is just mix that through. The reason I didn't put this in the mixer, I just want to sort of as if I'm folding it in and keep it nice and light. There we go. And once you don't see any white streaks through it again, and why this looks a golden color is because I've used the golden castor sugar. All right, again, if you can't find it, work with the normal castor sugar. It still will be fabulous. So I'm going to take my tin that we've got earlier on, okay, and I'm just going to pour all of this in there. It looks so good. It smells good. Oh my God, you can smell the cheese, but you can also smell that little bit of lemon. Now, just give me a second there. We'll scoop out all of that guy, just get it in. And ideally you really do need a cheesecake tin for this. It just helps when you're going to take it out later on. Now, if you don't have one, don't worry. Use a cake tin with parchment on the side, but you just need to be very careful then when you get it out. Parchment on the side and parchment on the bottom. So that's all of my mixture. I'll just get that bit in, get this out of the way. And now what we want to do is just sort of move it around. It's going to find its own way now in a second. There we go. Just scrape off that last bit. And that goes in there as well. Okay, now what I want to do now is very quickly give it 1 or 2 little bangs. That's going to help to take out the excess air. Okay. Now I'm going to pop that into the oven. I'm going to explain the temperature right now. 180 degrees, and I'm going to set my timer for 10 minutes. All right. Once we've got 10 minutes, 10 minutes going to go off of this guy. We're going to turn it down to 100 degrees Celsius for 25 minutes. Okay. Once the 25 minutes is up, and don't worry, this is going to be all in the recipe. So once the 25 minutes is up, turn off the oven and leave it for about 2 hours in the oven to cool down. And what I normally do is after the first hour, open the oven door, and it just helps let it cool down nicely. And it also helps let it set. That's one that's finished. So you see that it has cracked. That's fine, because we're going to put a nice filling on top, and that's very normal if you do see that crack in there. So this one has cooled down. Now, what makes this different is then we're going to just give it a little bit of a topping, and I'm just going to move this out of the way for 1 second. This is some more sour cream. I've got some lemon juice and I've got some caster sugar in there. We're just going to mix that together. There we go. Mix it in there. All right. And now we're just going to give that, mix that all around. So sour cream, lemon juice, and some sugar. And what that's going to do, it's going to give this lovely sort of different sort of feel to the top of the cheesecake. Now, what I'm going to do now is, and it still needs to set, so it's not ready, we're going to take this guy here. I'm just going to get some over it. And so I've enough here to do for my 2 cakes. I've just doubled up. So get that over it. Look, and if we leave that into the fridge, there we go. It'll cover up that crack as well. And the crack is very normal. As it's cooling down, it will crack slightly. So if you see that crack, don't be worried. It's all going to be good. Look at that. This is going to be amazing. Now just get another little bit in there. And I'm going to leave that overnight. But what I'm going to do is, since it's summertime, I'm going to just decorate it with a few little raspberries. So just throw them around there. Something like that. And normally I love to have a slice right now, but I'm going to have to wait until morning time tomorrow to have one of these. So I'm going to put this in the fridge overnight. Beautiful fresh raspberries. Summertime, just so nice for fruit like this. These are our own raspberries. We have a small little raspberry bush just outside the cookery school. And we give a few up there, look, that'll hide that. Right there we go. It's like, when do we stop? Keep going. And there we go, look at that. Isn't that so beautiful? Now, so what I'm going to do now, folks, is it's already cooled, but I'm going to leave that now overnight in the fridge. And that's going to help set that little sort of sour cream topping that we made for it. And that means when you cut into that cake, when you cut into it, you're going to first of all taste this nice sort of tanginess, cut into the lovely cream, and then to the biscuit down at the bottom. So how we made it again, I'm going to run through it very, very quickly, especially the oven bit, okay? Everything else, we just mixed it all together. But for the oven, and again, it's in our, you'll see it in the recipe, the first 10 minutes is at 180 degrees Celsius. After 10 minutes, what we're looking at then is 25 minutes at 100 degrees Celsius. Turn off the oven then, leave it for 2 hours. After an hour, open up the oven door, and then it's going to be lovely. All right, folks, enjoy that, and we'll have a new challenge for you next week. Thank you very much.